premiere episode of Baltimore's 30-minute spotlight. I'm your host, Devon Brown, and I got lots coming your way. So please, please, please don't touch that remote. Stay tuned. I want to take you back to 1993, March the 23rd, where a 3-year-old Tyler, Chaquon Whitfield, was tragically burned in a fire. We talk about the miracles that God has performed. Well, here's another miracle. First, I want to introduce the mother of Chaquon Whitfield, Miss Michele Whitfield. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Have a seat right here. So, first, tell me when and where did this tragedy take place?
It was in the 1600 block of Asquith Street, and it occurred in the basement.
And who was it that was, how many people and who was in the house at that time?
There were 6 people there. There was my grandmother and my son, my daughter, and I had a niece and 2 nephews there.
And where were you the time of the incident?
It's funny that you would ask that, Devon, because that's something I struggle with. I was actually out taking care of business, looking for a job, and on my way back on the number 19 bus line, coming towards the city. The route is straight down Asquith Street, but when the bus got to Asquith and North Avenue, it made a right and detoured. And I was fussing up a storm, you know. I couldn't, the bus driver let me know that before. And lo and behold, the reason why the detour was because there was a fire at my home. If I could see that bus driver until today, I would apologize.
When did you find out that the people or your daughter was, in the house that she was burnt and taken to the hospital? I mean, how did you where did they take her, and how did you know that she was tragically burned? When
that ties in with the detour. When it took the detour and went up Greenmount, as just so happened too, my nieces and nephew mother was on that bus that I was on, and she was living there at the time with us. And we both got off on Huffman Street and we walked up. Some people who knew me ran up to me and said, "Michele, you must don't know what's going on at your home." And then of course about a block and a half I ran and fainted at some points before I got there. And when I came to, I had some longtime friends around me who just drove me straight to Johns Hopkins. I did not know at that time what hospital my daughter was in. Once I got to the hospital, I was hearing stories about a little girl who was at Bayview, because I was at Johns Hopkins. Bayview out on Eastern Avenue had passed, and I was hearing that was my daughter.
Oh man!
But it didn't turn out to be that way.
When you got to the hospital, what? Tell me about that. When you got to to the hospital and and you seen your daughter. Tell me all about that.
Well, again, I was just telling you about the mix-up between Bayview and Hopkins. When I realized that it wasn't my daughter, I was relieved. So I was waiting for my daughter and my son to get to Johns Hopkins Hospital. That, Devon, I really could not explain to you. I remember saying a statement to my mother. I was 25 at the time, and I saw my 1-year-old and my 3-year-old son and daughter that I had left that day look totally different. I remember making a statement to my mother that they were not my children. So they were children fresh out of a house fire. I don't know if you've ever saw that or experienced it, but it's not pleasant.
And the son,
not when they're your children either.
And so your son had passed.
Yes, he did. He passed 12 hours after the fire. The doctors came to me and they offered alternative living, but it was. I'm a believer in God. I love the Lord, and my son was here for a year and 20 days that only God knew about. But that year and 20 days, he was smiling. He was a happy baby, so he brought a lot of joy into lives.
Wow, he works in mysterious ways. So how old is Chaquon right now?
She's 16 now.
She is 16 years old. Well, we have Chaquon Whitfield here with us today, and we're going to bring her out. Come on out, Chaquon. Welcome to the show, Chaquon. Hi. So you're you are just this blessed young lady today, just a miracle child. So tell me, how hard is it for you when, um, growing up and knowing that certain kids and certain people around you look at you differently? How does it feel?
I
to
guess
you?
I really don't go through those kind of struggles because I am an outgoing person. I mean, I was burned in a fire. That doesn't mean that I can't go out to the mall, go skate, and hang out with my friends. You know, and it's God. God has a big part in that.
Mm.
I believe in God, and I know that He kept me here for a reason.
Mm.
So.
And do you remember the day that this happened? Do you remember being in the house?
No, I remember nothing at all about the fire. Only know from what people tell me.
So you're 16 years old and you're at the School of the Arts for dance or art.
Theater.
For theater.
Yeah.
So tell me, I mean, how did you get accepted into the school? What made you actually want to get into theater?
Well, at the time when I was going to Dunbar Middle,
Mm-hmm.
we were about to graduate from 8th grade. So my mother bought me this pamphlet like, I think you should try out for this school for acting or for dance. So I was like, okay, I'll try out. And I went and I did this poem called Love.
Mm-hmm.
And a few months later, they sent me a paper telling me I was accepted.
How did you feel? I know that was a blessing to you.
It was.
To go to one of the best schools in Baltimore City.
It was good.
And you actually starred in one of the plays. So tell me about the play and how how was you chosen to be in one of the plays?
The Ghost Sonata, which I did for sophomore senior night. Sophomore senior night is where you get chosen up with a partner and your teachers pass you out a scene that you guys can work to together. And Ghost Sonata, that is a weird play. It's actually by August Steinberg. And it's just so weird. It's like kind of a dream play. But I made it.
But you made it.
Yes.
And so in 10 years, what do you see yourself as? In
being an inspirational speaker.
Being an inspirational speaker.
Yes.
Well, thank you. And speaking back to you, mother, your whole family is just blessed.
Yes, we are.
You actually had a son, Kelphon, and
yes.
Tell me a little bit about his condition and his sickness when he was born in it.
For some reason, God has allowed me. I do not carry my children, my pregnancies full term. Actually, Chaquon is my biggest baby. She was 4'7" at 28 weeks. But my current 6-year-old that I have now, he was a 26-week baby, and he was 1 pound and 15 ounces. He was the longest baby at the Sinai Hospital. He stayed for 4 months. And he had to get his weight up, but also he had hydrocephalus. Hydrocephalus is the fluid that runs from your brain to your abdomen that we all have in our bodies. Well, one of his ventricles had gotten clogged by me having premature pregnancy. I caught an infection, so they had to do an emergency C-section. And so he had to stay in the hospital because when your ventricle get clogged, you have to get a device in your head called a VP shunt, and he has the VP type. I'm happy to say that Dr. Benjamin Carson is his neurosurgeon, and we know all about him, how God has blessed him. Kelphon had when he was 2 years old, he had his G-tube taken out, and we've only had one revision on his shunt. Though about 2 years ago, he used to get sick a whole lot, but he's fine now. He's fine. He doesn't have the complications that you would have thought that a 26-week would have at 1 pound and 15 ounces. So I'm truly blessed.
So God has just been blessing you, blessing your family. He's an on-time God. And,
yes, he is.
And many people look at it, and look at the Bible and say, well, how did God, perform all these miracles? And some people start doubting the things that God can do, but we know, and I know that God is able to do exceedingly and abundantly great things.
Yes, he
is.
And
your son is here. We're going to bring him out.
Sure.
How you doing, buddy?
Hi.
What, and how old are you?
6.
You're 6? And what school do you go to?
Lakewood Elementary.
Lakewood Elementary. I just want to thank you for coming on the show, here with, your mom and your sister. And I want all y'all to know that y'all are special and that, whatever, obstacles come your way, don't turn away from it. Don't look down. Don't worry about what other people say to you, because God is going to, God is going to bless you, and He's going to, God has predestined each and every one of your life. In Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 4 it says, before I knew thee, I formed thee, and before I formed thee in thy mother's womb, I sanctified thee, ordained thee a prophet unto the nation. And you were saying that in 10 years that you wanted to be a motivational speaker. Well, God has chosen you, and God has predestined whatever that is. So whatever happened to you, don't look down on it. God does everything for a reason, and you're blessed.
He does.
And you're blessed.
We thank Him and we praise Him. We do.
Well, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Well, there it is. One of God's greatest miracles. My next guest happens to be a very good friend of mine. He attended the Baraka School with me in 2002. His name is Brandon Lane, and he is with us today to tell us about his life experiences before and after Baraka School. I present to you, Brandon Lane. How are you, Brother Lane? Come on and sit down right here. Glad that you can be with me, with us on the show today.
Always a pleasure.
Yes, so let's just get to it. Before, I really haven't got a chance to meet you or to hear about your story before you went to Baraka School. So tell me, how was your life before you went to Baraka School?
Well, I always had a good life, and I could say that it was a good life, and I wasn't really a problem child, because a lot of people think when you go to the Baraka School you're a problem child, which I wasn't. I was always a happy and playful child. So that's who I was before I went to the Baraka School.
And tell me about you love to sing.
Yes.
When I first met you, during summer orientation for the Baraka School, you were singing, and I'm thinking to myself, who's this dude singing? Because I'm like, where did he get this bass voice from? And I'm thinking, man, I definitely got to do a song with him. And so tell me, when did you start singing? And what inspires you to sing?
Well, I always sung, even since I was a little child, and I don't know where my inspiration came from, but I knew it was always in me. So now, since I attend the Baltimore School for the Arts,
yes,
I have succumbed to want to be a classical singer.
A classical singer.
Yes.
Yeah, man. I remember the first time I seen you. You were doing Temptation. I have a clip from you here when you first got to the Baraka School from the documentary The Voice of Baraka. Let's take a look at it.
Yes.
Look at the clouds.
Dang.
What you say? He did not say no, give him some money.
And so anyway, I remember you, being there as this loud person, but you have changed.
Yes.
Since you came back from the Baraka School.
Yes.
You have changed. But before we talk about your change, tell me, what was it that sent you to, why did you want to go to Baraka School?
Well, I wanted to get away from Baltimore because I didn't like Baltimore at the time. I was just getting out of elementary school and going to middle school, and I didn't like my surroundings. So I heard about the Baraka School, and Mavis Jackson came to the school that I was attending at that present time, which was West Baltimore Middle School. And then I got acquainted to knowing about the Baraka School, and then that's where I went for my 7th grade year.
Oh, okay, man. Because, man, I'm telling you, you has changed a lot. You ain't used to have nothing. You got a little mustache now. Everything got your sideburns on the side.
You terrible. You terrible, bro. You terrible.
So you're at the School of the Arts now,
Yes.
and you're studying classical music.
Yeah.
Here's a clip of you with Justin McCall doing Temptations.
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Then break it down. Boy, I dance.
So you're going to prepare to sing a song for us.
Yes.
When we come back, Brandon Lane singing a song for us. Welcome back to Baltimore's 30-minute Spotlight. I present to you Brandon Lane.
And die Musik by Franz Schubert. Du harte Kunst, in wie viel grauen Stunden vor mich des Lebens wilde Kreis umstreckt. Hast du mein Herz so warm lieben Sünden, hast mich in eine bessere Welt entrückt, in eine bessere Welt entrückt. Ob hat ein Seufzer deine Augen flossen, ein süßer, heiliger Akkord von dir, dem Himmel bessere Seiten mir erschlossen. Du harte Kunst, ich danke dir dafür. Du harte Kunst, ich danke dir.
Welcome back to Baltimore's 30-minute Spotlight. I'm your host, Devon Brown, and we have a group here, the Northern Southerners, straight out of VA. Let's welcome them to the show. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Just come on over here, man. Welcome, man. Here we go. Make yourself comfortable. So let's just get to it. Y'all basically from Frederick, Virginia, right?
Fredericksburg, yeah.
Fredericksburg, Virginia. And how did y'all start this group? I mean, where did you came up? How did you come up with the name the Northern Southerners?
Yeah, well, we thought about, Virginia is one of the most northern southern states. Like most southern states consider us north, and the northern people, like in New York, will consider us south. So we kind of like the belt buckle of the north and the south.
And y'all have this new CD out. Y'all been doing a lot of promotion and a lot of things and different little concerts and little things, and actually wrote a song for Oprah, so y'all might be going on Oprah soon. So tell me, man, how that's going? What's the title of the CD and everything?
We did a song for Ed Lover. It's on his site. You go to edlover.tv and see that. It was at he had a celebrity event at Solomon's Island, and some guys that we recently signed a contract with named Ivy Net. They do a lot of web hosting. They got us connected with him because Ed Lover's going on Oprah. So we made our own song for Oprah, and they're trying to work that out now to see how we can come on the show and perform possibly. So that'd be good for hip hop. But as far as the CD being titled and stuff, we still kind of searching and hunting for a label home. So we don't know exactly how we're gonna title it or what it's gonna be. We just got a lot of songs and a project that we're working on. So.
When I listen to your music, or when other people listen to your music, youth, everybody, what is it that people can expect from the lyrics, from the
Yeah, just tight, what I'm saying, well put together, ain't some BS just thrown together, A lot of times I don't think people take as much pride into what they're doing, so they don't do it right. You know, we try to make it so that we just want to project that you do you, is whatever it is you do. We just had your other guest on here doing his opera. That's something different, but that's his own hustle. That's something he's doing, and that's him. You know, and that's a good thing. And I think more people need to be doing it like that and stop following everybody. So when you hear our music, it's just us. Period.
And what's the purpose of it? What's your purpose? What you trying to, you know, what can I get out of it?
Oh, just life in general. You know, we ain't gonna sugarcoat it. You know,
a lot of life lessons and stuff that it ain't particularly street. It ain't particularly not street. It's just a lesson in life that some people don't have the fortune to learn. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good look.
Yeah, because I was actually on your website, you know, not too long ago, and I was reading about, you know, y'all two life and how y'all was growing up and how y'all was raised, and that's, you know, how y'all got, you know, most of your lyrics from, you know, mainly South experiences. So, you know, tell me about, you know, how each one of y'all grew up, you know.
Well, me personally, I came from, you know, a single parent home. Mom raised 4 kids. You know, we was not well off at all, you know.
Right.
We moved from a place where was a lot of minorities to a place where there was not hardly any minorities, and from, you know, people not making so much money to people who make lots of money. So that difference right there, just for me seeing both sides and getting to grow up, and you know, my mom always pointed out things for me to look at to teach me stuff. So from that, I can relate what I'm trying to say to both sides, to whoever. So.
How about you?
Our background is a little different. You know what I'm saying? My dad was in the military, so he basically had a lot of strict rules. And you know, my mom and my dad, especially for a black family, I understood at that time that wasn't something normal. You know what I'm saying? Most of my friends, they didn't have single parents, so they didn't have like both parents, so they would tell me, you know, that's not, you have something that's different. So, you know what I mean, you can act upon that and change your future and make something different out of it. So that's what I ultimately did. You know what I'm saying? My dad was strict, and he basically had guidelines on everything, your homework, your sleep, your everything. So you follow that. He wasn't like forcing me military, but he was just letting you know that there's certain things in life, and as all parents should do. You know what I'm saying? In today's day and age, a lot of parents don't do that, but my dad and them did. So that's why I'm like I am.
And so, how far in the, you know, in this music, you know, game, and you know, how far in it are y'all? You know, with y'all, you know, y'all CD and y'all touring, and you know, y'all got any agents or whatever?
Yeah, like, we are all the way in it, man. Like, we took our time. Well, we did things a little differently. Things fell for us a little different because we had an actual corporation. You know what I'm saying? So we our own business entity. We're ASCAP artists. You know, we got our songs and stuff copyrighted. We go to the copyright office, you know, at least 2-3 times a month to copyright the stuff that we do. You know, and right now we approaching everything as a business. We have our own merchandise. Our website just launched, www.northernsoutherners.com, just like it sounds. You know, just Northern Southerners. It's simple, but we got a lot of things that we've been doing like that. We actually haven't signed a record deal, but we got a lot of things that are in the works that are pretty big. So if it goes through, then we'll have quite a bit on our plate.
And where can people, you know, find, you know, go get your music, go get your CD?
Yeah,
you know, how can people listen to it?
They go to the website, northernsoutherners.com. We got also an up and coming site, northernsoutherners.tv. And it's kind of under construction. You can still go there and have a small video that you can see, different clips. But northernsoutherners.com will have you can get T-shirts, you can get apparel from us. We got stuff on there for the girls. We got like tank tops and boy short sets for the girls. Go get your lady something, fellas.
Gotta keep them fresh. Gotta keep them fresh.
Songs you can download digital media. You can download ringtones and
all
things.
Oh man, I see y'all doing it up.
Yeah, trying to. You know.
Y'all doing it up. And what's y'all stage name? I know you Rush, Picasso. What's y'all stage name? I
go by Rush, and how I got that name is just because, you know, that's the reason why I do a lot of, you know, I got a adrenaline rush from it. You know what I'm saying? So that just kept it simple, just straight like that.
Picasso, like I told everybody, it always came as a joke. My mom tried to joke me with it because I told her I was an artist, and she said, "Are you supposed to be Picasso?" And I thought about it. I said, "Yeah, that's who I am." So I kind of like turned it against her, but then I stuck with it because I liked how it was. I heard a lot of rappers talking about it, so I did a little research on it. I found out he was a painter, and that's what I based it on.
Well, Baltimore, we got the Northern Southerners in the house, and they're not gonna leave here until they give us a little performance. When we come back, we got the Northern Southerners. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Baltimore's 30-minute Spotlight. I'm your host, Devon Brown, and I bring to you the Northern Southerners.
Right there. Right there. Turn down a little bit more. Right there. Good work. Yeah. Here we go. Shout out Menace on this. Pete. And every day we gon' grind, and every day we gon' shine, till everybody is blinded by the light. And every day we gon' grind, and every day we gon' shine, till everybody is blinded by the light. Till all the ladies is, and all the haters is, and all my neighbors is blinded by the light. And every day we gon' grind, and every day we gon' shine, till everybody is blinded. My mama told me as a kid growing up, she said, boy, do well in school, and that's how you'll come up. So I did, never look back, never could crack, but I still kept a job in a big stack. But got love for the beats and the love for the streets. Put it up, where your hood at. Listen up, where the girls at. Girls know where the goods at. But they ask if you got a degree, then why do you rap? Cause that's what I'm good at. Anybody wanna hate, you can fall back. Anybody wanna fake, you can fall back. When the tray ain't flashing your face, cause the niggas stay crashing my space, you can fall back. The way I see it, I'm seeing it how they want me to see it, and I can see that they don't want me to shine. So I'ma just be what I'm being, cause they don't want me to be it. So I'ma be me and just stay on my grind. And all you gotta do is jump in line. I can show you how to get big shine. Everybody that's feeling fine, throw your hands up for the kids one time. I can show you how to get big dollars. I can show you how to get big hollers. And I got a big stick so the chick know that they gotta take big swallows. And if you down with Picasso, then every day we gon' grind, and every day we gon' shine, till everybody is blinded by the light. And every day we gon' grind, and every day we gon' shine, till everybody is blinded by the light. Till all the ladies is, and all my neighbors is, and all the haters is blinded by the light. And every day we gon' grind, and every day we gon' shine, till everybody is blinded.
And I shine. Like Michael Jordan when he was in his prime. And I shine. Like Michael Jackson when they rode as the 5. And I shine. Like anybody out here trying to survive, working your 9 to 5, but keeping your dreams alive. Now some say they shine like diamonds, whatever, that's clever. But me, I shine like lightning in bad weather, which means I'ma make it right through the storm. And when you see us at the top of the charts, just know that we just getting warm. It's more than just getting on. I was made for this, my nigga. All we do is just adjust to the swarm. And I ain't talking about monies we earn. I'm trying to shock these folks like Undertaker when he's seeing the urn. Cause when you broke, they gon' joke, bring you drama like a soap. But keep hope as you cope if you feeling like you dope. I've been doing this for way too long. I'm way too strong. I shine like the hook on the song. Yeah.
Blinded by the light. And every day we gon' grind, and every day we gon' shine, till everybody.
Thank you for tuning in to the premiere of Baltimore's 30-minute Spotlight with your host, Devon Brown. Make sure that you tune into the next episode, because trust me, every round and every episode goes higher and higher. Peace out. See you later.